I'm about to show you guys how to get smooth B-roll using autofocus. But first, the intro. Damn, man, I keep fucking up, like, for real. I just recorded this whole thing and the card got full and I didn't even know when, so I just was sitting here talking and it wasn't even recording, so now I gotta do this again. Anyway, it's all good. What I was saying was, you're probably wondering, like, what's this behind me? So I have all of this here as test subjects for this video. I want to share this video because maybe a lot of you out there experience or have trouble, I should say, with hunting when you're trying to shoot on autofocus. I'm gonna show you how to get some smooth B-roll without manual focusing. Now, I use manual focus, and obviously a lot of guys out there, like, for an example, I always mention this dude because he's like the B-roll king, Peter McKinnon. Big dudes like that, they use manual focus for most of their videos, which is, I like manual focus because you can really play with what you want to be focused on. But sometimes you're gonna be in situations where you can't manual focus. Like, for an example, I have the Ronin S. I shoot on a Sony. The Ronin S isn't compatible, the little focus wheel isn't compatible with the Sony cameras. Sucks, but it is what it is. The trick that I've learned is to set your focus on center focus. If you're having trouble with hunting, what hunting is basically when you have your camera set on autofocus. The word is pretty self-explanatory. When you set it on autofocus, the camera is gonna hunt for what it wants to focus on. So for an example, I'm gonna give you an example actually. So like if I put my hand here, it's on center focus, but it found what it needed to be focused on. So it didn't really hunt like that, but it found it. So like sometimes what happens is on like wide or any other mode is when you're filming something, it's like hunting every subject that's around. So like it's like bouncing in and out, trying to find what it wants to focus on because it doesn't know. So the cheat code that I had was to set that motherfucker on center focus. Now, what happens with center focus is it's just gonna capture whatever's in the center. With my camera, like I said, I don't know because I've been shooting with Sony forever. So with my camera, you can put like a little cursor in the middle of the screen, so you'll know where the center is. But when you point that shit at whatever, it's gonna focus on that because it's focusing on whatever's on that little cursor that's on the center of the screen, pretty much. So that's my little cheat code basically for shooting on autofocus. Now I got these little test subjects behind me, little candle, the camera, the Ronin, and I'm gonna shoot a little B-roll sequence so you can see how this works out. Before we jump into the B-roll sequence that I made to show you the example of how it works, I want to tell you something though. This is especially if you're shooting B-roll. The reason I made this video is because the last thing you want is when you're trying to shoot some smooth ass cinematic B-roll for your camera to start hunting and go out of focus in slow motion. That fucking sucks. That shit's gonna look horrible. So like, you know, at a regular frame rate like 24, if you get a little hunt real quick, it's easier to just, you're like, okay, fuck it. But when it's slow motion and that shit starts hunting, it's gonna hunt in slow motion, so it just sucks. But I'll give you an example here with this little sequence that I put together with my camera set on autofocus. Check it out. that's what it looks like. That's what happens when you have it on center focus. It, like, especially like when you're going from one object to another, it focuses smoothly onto the other object, because as long as you have that center like cursor pointed at whatever object, it's gonna focus on it. Also remember that if, let's say you have an object here, but then you put this in front of it, it's gonna focus on whatever's in the front first. So remember that. Not really a long one today, I just wanted to share that with you guys really quick. There's a lot of people, they probably already know this, but I want to try to help out whoever is getting into this, because there's nothing harder than trying to learn on your own. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. It's kind of my cheat code for shooting autofocus when I'm doing B-roll, especially on that Ronin, like I said. Or in situations where you just can't like use that manual ring, like you can't hold it. Maybe you're holding something else like a shoulder rig or something, and you just can't. There you have it, you can use that. But I'm gonna leave this right here because I don't want to go rambling on a long ass one. I just wanted to share that with you guys. Like this video if it was informational to you and you liked it, I guess. Go ahead and give it a thumbs down if you don't like it. It's cool with me. Share it up and hit that subscribe button. And when you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that little bell, that way you can get notified when I post. And I'll see you guys Sunday. Alright, thanks for watching. I'm out of here. Peace.